It's never easy for a football player to turn down a lucrative contract offer, even if it could jeopardize their legacy. But players and managers often fall victim to the charm of making ridiculous money. So here are some of the craziest contracts in football history. Paul Pogba is currently in the footballing wilderness, and we're not sure if he'll ever make a return to the top of the game. When he left Manchester United as a free agent and signed up for Juventus, he became one of the best midfielders on the planet. After winning Scudettos and playing in the Champions League final, United paid the Italians £85 million to welcome back a player they had shunned. With the late Mino Raiola as his agent, an expensive deal was negotiated that saw Pogba earn €100 million in a 5-year deal. After spending 6 years at Old Trafford, where he pretty much flattered to deceive, Pogba left United again as a free agent and returned to Juventus. United invested nearly £200 million on a player, and we can safely say that it was money down the drain. Following a remarkable 2015-16 campaign, Gareth Bale signed a new deal at Real Madrid, which made him the best paid player on the planet. And it did make sense, because the Welshman's goals helped Madrid to 2 Champions League titles and 3 La Liga titles. However, it appeared that he performed for this lucrative contract, and once he signed the deal, his form became patchy, to say the least. Eventually, he became a squad player, while collecting €178 million over the next 5 years. While he didn't get featured much, Bale made sure to collect his weekly wages, rather than moving to a team where he would get more minutes. Did you know that Luis Suarez has a no-bite clause in his Barcelona contract? It's crazy, but makes sense if the player tends to sink his teeth into human skin. After being sacked as the manager of Manchester United, Jose Mourinho would have been feeling over the moon because the severance package was crazy. While he did rub the United hierarchy the wrong way, United still honoured their commitment and paid Mourinho around £18 million. On top of that, United had to pay Mourinho £4 million if he was sacked while the club was still in a European competition. Similarly, Antonio Conte was sacked at Tottenham following dismal displays and rants that only he could deliver. But the Italian also made a killing out of his sacking. Reportedly, he was paid $18 million because Spurs sacked him before his deal expired. Don Carlo has won a lot and made enough money along the way, but even the legendary Italian tactician has been on the chopping block a few times in his career. Following his sacking at Chelsea, Ancelotti was given £6 million by Roman Abramovich to put his feet up and not work for any other team for a year. Chelsea tend to be very good when it comes to sacking managers, and they even paid Thomas Tuchel around £7 million for giving him the boot. The Blues then approached Brighton and paid them £21 million to get their hands on Graham Potter, who also got the sack a few months later and shelled out £13 million for his troubles. The full value of Potter's contract was around £50 million. Coming back to the special one, this year chances are that Mourinho will accept a £104 million offer from Saudi Arabia. The Portuguese had already admitted that he would be managing a team in the Middle East one day, and that day isn't too far. And who says no to £104 million? Now, let's return to the players who enjoy bumper deals more than anything in the world. For instance, Cristiano Ronaldo made a killing in Italy when he decided to end his association with Real Madrid. Juventus paid Ronaldo around €220 million across 4 years, which is roughly €55 million a year. And the legendary forward did not disappoint, as he helped the old lady continue dominating the Italian Serie A. However, his Champions League shine for Madrid did not rub off in Italy, and Juve continued to disappoint in Europe. In 2017, Neymar decided to leave the looming shadow of Lionel Messi at Barcelona and signed for PSG, who paid him €267 million across 6 seasons. Part of the deal included a lot of unique clauses that were meant to indulge the Brazilian talent, who loved to go back to his homeland and have a wild time with his family and friends. After giving an interview to the pug-faced Piers Morgan, Cristiano Ronaldo tarnished his legacy at Manchester United. At the age of 37, Ronaldo joined Al Nassr on a 2.5-year deal. The numbers are jaw-dropping. Ronaldo has a basic salary of 71 million euros a year, which doesn't include image rights and commercial rights. On top of that, he was given an ambassadorial role to help Saudi Arabia win the 2030 World Cup bid. This amounts to around 203 million euros a year. And if Ronaldo respects his deal, he would have pocketed €500 million, which is absolutely crazy. Of course, Messi was never going to settle for a basic salary, and the Argentine decided to move to North America to sign for Inter Miami. Okay, so the salary isn't that great if you think about it. Messi makes $20.4 million a year, which is a drop in the ocean if you compare it with the money Ronaldo's making in the Middle East. However, the deal is structured uniquely and is worth $150 million a year due to Messi having equity in the team, and once he retires, he'll have the option to purchase an MLS team for just $25 million. On top of this, he also has an agreement to be further paid based on the number of international subscriptions to the MLS season pass. The most talked about transfer this summer would again be that of Kylian Mbappe. The Frenchman nearly joined Real Madrid last year before changing his mind and signing a short-term deal with PSG. However, Mbappe's current deal expires in 6 months, and chances are that he'll finally make his dream move to Real Madrid. Reportedly, Madrid have offered Mbappe around 30 million euros a year. However, that offer pales in comparison to that made by PSG, who are desperate to retain his services. PSG are willing to pay Mbappe £86 million a year and are willing to throw in a bonus payment as well to sweeten the deal further. Although it is nothing compared to the nearly €1 billion deal Mbappe was offered by a club in Saudi Arabia. So, which deal will Mbappe pick up? Let us know. So, guys, these are some of the craziest contracts in football history. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And before you leave, make sure to smash the like and subscribe buttons, turn on your notifications, and watch this next video. Till next time.